Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to import an Ellevation roster into iDoceo, this wonderful app. And the first thing you're going to need to do is to download the iDoceo app from the App Store onto your iPad. The next thing you're going to need to do is to log into Ellevation. Once you've logged into Ellevation, you're going to click the Reports tab from the top and you're going to click on Listings. The listing we're going to use is student roster with recent ELP scores. So you're going to scroll down and choose that listing. Then you're going to select your school, the grade level you'd like for this roster, and your LEP status of the students. And I chose LEP Direct for this one. Then you're going to go ahead and click Generate Listing. Then it's going to create this listing where it says report cover page, and up top here you're going to click on export CSV, and this is going to create an Excel document for you. So here's the CSV, the Excel document with all of your student names and information. You're going to kind of click over, kind of hover to the left or the right, and you're going to select more and then import with iDoceo. So here it's going to come to the app and you're going to select Import Wizard. So this is the first step in deciding and creating your roster in iDoceo, and we're starting with the header row selection. You are just selecting the row that holds your column headers, which is here, and it's already selected for you. So all you really need to do is click Continue. The next step is the student name composition. And for this, you're going to click on the blue name here. So here you'll select name and then you'll click continue. So now we're looking at the personal data. This is like a little profile for every student. And you're going to click on student number, and it will pop up this screen. And you're going to click on ID. This means that the student's ID number from Ellevation will be right into their profile in the iDoceo app. And then you will click Continue. You'll see the student number, the ID, name, continue. And then here is kind of the fun part. This is the gradebook data. This is all the categories that you can import from Ellevation to have as your headers in iDoceo. And this is really up to teacher discretion which ones you'd like to select, but I'm going to show you which ones I would select. So I have native language, birth country, and enrolled in U.S. And then you'll keep scrolling down. And I select listening, speaking, reading, writing. And keep scrolling down. I choose CPL. And if at this point you're really unsure as to which ones you should select or unselect, if you're unsure, I would select them because you can always delete them later in the iDoceo roster. So then you may have some of these scores, like I have done. I would unselect them. You don't need those. And then there's some other ones you may pop up, but really the only one at the very bottom I select is refugee, so that you can see if your students are refugees or not, and that information will be in iDoceo. And then click Continue. So now your two options are Create New Class or Append Data to Class, and you're going to click Create New Class. So voila, here's your roster. Clearly I've blocked out the names, but all your names and all those categories that you selected are here. And here at the top is the name of your roster. Right now it's STULIST, student list, and I'm going to show you how to change that. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this back arrow button, and here's the name. You're going to click Edit. So then it pops up with the red negatives or minus signs, and you're going to click on the one you want to edit. And then here you'll just click right here and get rid of that name and create the new name for your roster. Then click Done. And then I've renamed mine to 4th grade L's. You're going to go ahead and click Finish once you're all set with that. And I will point out here these 3 horizontal lines. These just help if you want to change the order, if you have multiple rosters, that helps you manipulate the rosters and put them in certain orders. Alright, so to get back into that roster with all your student information, you're going to click on the roster that you just renamed, which is 4th grade L's. And at this point, I'm actually going to show you my current roster and all the different pieces of information that I've added. So this is my roster that I use for my 4th grade L's, and you can see here that I've imported new columns and added new columns. These are all their 3D levels. I work with 4th grade, so I have the EOG scores from last year. I have their MAP scores for ELA and math. Those are all columns. And then here we have tabs. I have the data, which is all the information we just imported. I also have a tab for accommodation modifications from Ellevation, so I have those readily available on the app. I also have checklists, and on here I have, I make sure to have my student L plans checked off as I've printed them or had them signed and filed into their CUME folders. Here I keep their attendance, which helps with EVOS at the end of the year. And then down here it actually says notes. And those are just kind of anecdotal notes I may import and type in as I'm working with students. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and this is really helpful to help you create your first roster in iDoceo. Enjoy!